Hello everyone, this is Suhas Pratikwords. Hope you are having a very good time. So today I'm going to talk about theoretical analysis of demonetization. The following exercise of demonetization was an attempt to work out the possible consequences of the recent demonetization drive in India. On 8th of November 2016, the government of India stripped rupees 500,000 demonetization currency notes of the legal tender status. The primary goal were to rid the economy of fake currency and hit out at tax evaders who had amassed their illegitimately acquired wealth in the form of high value currency notes. Even if the government's intentions are laudable, the sudden disappearance of a substantial part of currency notes, around 86% from the economy, has caught the population by surprise and unleashed an unprecedented monetary turmoil. Rajkumar and Shetty 2016 have already presented an analysis on the demonetization exercise. In particular, they have provided a history of demonetization in India, comparing the current demonetization with one carried out in 1978. The earlier one, given the high denominations of the currency demonetized related to those normally used for transactions, did not have any major impact on public life. Besides, the purpose was different from present one. Quite apart from the historical perspective, these authors come up with numbers linking currency and gross domestic product growth. After carrying out a detailed analysis of the possible effect on economy, I can conclude that the present demonetization was an uncalled for given the goals of the policy. Mr. Ashok too views the historical perspective of demonetization and questions the legality of latest exercise. Quite apart from the rich data he presents in support of his argument, he constructs examples to illustrate the kind of difficulties that the public and the economy will face as a result of this sudden decision. Then, in the next section, I will discuss how the monetary framework of the economy is affected by decisions to demonetize. The section goods market equivalent goes on to discuss the impact of demonetization on non-monetary variables such as demand for and supply of goods and services in an economy that does not engage in international trade. So let's talk about the money market equilibrium. We shall assume to start with that the aggregate price level or the GDP deflator P is fixed. By definition, the nominal money supply M equals currency plus bank deposits, denoted CU plus D. Suppose C is the fraction of money held as the currency and 1 minus C the fraction held as deposits, then M is equal to CU plus D is equal to small c into M plus 1 minus small c into M in brackets. Once again, by definition, total high powered money position to approved authorities, in particular to commercial banks. Apart from the time limit, there is an upper limit on the amount too that can be deposited by an individual account holder. So, talking about the ISLM equilibrium, the ISLM equilibrium prior to and following demonstration. After demonstration, both IS and LM shift to the left, thus lowering Y certainly. In view of the arguments in money market equilibrium, the LM curve may not have shifted significantly. The impact on I or I plus P is ambiguous. Now, talking about the impact on prices and inflation. So we all have thought that the fall in output was not associated with a squeeze in an agriculture output. However, news reports on the rural economy are depressing. So now talking about the concluding remarks. So what does the economy feel? Will the demonetization exercise produce any permanent benefit? From the analysis carried, the short to medium run scenario does not appear to be very rosy. None of the economic variables of importance are likely to move in a healthy direction. Further, if corruption itself cannot be addressed, we may very well end up with scenarios where new black money will drive out old black money from the system. We may draw the reader's attention to a piece of advice from the rational expectations, schools of thoughts in macroeconomics, even if the profession is general, does not subscribe to the theoretical foundation of that school any longer. One of its policy conclusions probably cannot be ignored, especially in context of Indian government's claim that in order to ensure the success of its demonetization drive, it had decided to catch the public unawares. In other words, the government believes that its action has been successful because it took the form of a random shock to the system. It is in this context that we should take note of a well-known observation made by Robert Lucas 1997 in his Nobel lecture Unanticipated Monetary Contractions Can Induce Depression. India's random demonetization size therefore may well turn out to be a test case of Lucas' prediction. Thank you.